The best way to lose money in crypto is to lose your password, or to give your money to somebody else to manage, or to try to catch the next moonshot, like Nostradamus, figure out when to buy and when to sell. But the biggest mistake is to not have a plan. Hi, my name is Dan Hollings, and the fact that I'm here at all is quite unplanned. A few years ago, I would have told you that anybody that was doing crypto was, well, a little nuts. But here I am. And the reason is because I've figured out a way with crypto that we can make money, whether the market goes up, whether the market goes down, or whether the market goes sideways. It's spread all around the world. In just the past few months, we're now in over 100 countries. But back in 2017, it was a total different story. I had a friend of mine. His name is Tony. He called me up. He said, Dan, you got to get into crypto. Buy some Bitcoin.
Him being a programmer, I knew he could bring some really interesting things to the table about it.
I told him I'd done some trading in the past, but that wasn't my thing.
So I kept saying, get involved, and he kept saying no.
I bought some just to shut him up.
In a way, misery loves company at the beginning there.
And pretty soon I fooled myself into thinking I knew what I was doing, because every time I would look, it was worth more. And so it peaked at around 2018. And then it started going the other direction. And I kept losing money, and I eventually lost all of the money that I had in crypto.
That wasn't too comfortable, and so both Dan and I kind of retreated.
I told people I was getting out of crypto because, frankly, I was a little embarrassed, but I kept hacking at it. I noticed that if I stopped watching the YouTube videos and I stopped listening to other people, that I could think for myself, and some things started to work.
Dan really was the one who kind of cracked the code.
Tony.
He would say, try this, Tony, try this. And
how's it going for you?
It would work. I was like, this is something special.
The money started coming in, and it didn't require I do anything. I was doing nothing. And I really believe it would have stayed that way until the cat got out of the bag. Elaine called.
I knew nothing about crypto, but I was like, Dan, I'm going to get into crypto.
I said, Elaine, look, you'll lose your shirt. This is something where 95% of the people that go into it, they lose all of their money.
I knew nothing about it, but I was going to go charging in. My dad calls it big hat, no cattle.
I said, I'll tell you what. I figured out some things. Why don't we get on a Zoom call and I'll show you what I've been doing.
And his screen is like all these charts and everything. And I was like, oh my God, I don't think I can do all the charts. And while Dan was talking, I go, what's this? And he goes, that means you just made money. And I'm like, I'm making money while we're talking?
She said, can we share it with my friend Daniel? So we got Daniel on, and I'm not kidding, a few minutes later, he's making money. And he shares it with his son, Anthony. And a few minutes later, Anthony's making money. What I was able to do, so was everyone else. And so I had to tell my chief operation officer, Ian, it worked for him. And then I share it with my marketing guy, Mikey, my marketing lady, Ashley. They'd been working with me for years, and now they're making money the same way I was making money, minute after minute after minute. Then they kind of ganged up on me.
Dan, you made this so easy. This has got to be a course. And he's like, well, you think? And I'm like, yes.
It started off just being my plan. And as I shared it with other people, it became Dan's plan. And as we began sharing it even further, then it became the plan.